just close your eyes, settle for a moment, and we're just going to pause. Take a breath. Whatever we've been doing, let it go. Just being here is all we're concerned with. Okay. So pause, feel the body. Just have the thought, there's nowhere to go right now. There's nothing to do. Apart from this is enough. Okay, we're going to just bring this little part of the practice to a close. And so we can reflect on it a little bit. What did you notice? So that's the intention, to just stop. Been busy, been doing things. Now I stop. But what actually happened? Maybe you did have a sense of, oh, okay, I'm giving myself permission to not be on the go. Or maybe your mind was saying, yeah, but I'll just stop in a moment. But right now, I just need to I've got this thing that I need to keep thinking about. There's this thing happening later on, just need to keep that in, and then off you go. So we don't actually stop. But when we do, there's a sense of being refreshed. And when we do, it feels very natural. Oh, I could just stop. So let's bring that little exploration into a longer practice, and we'll again have a sense of not having to keep on doing things. How does it feel to just let those things go and be here, be present? Okay, so take a little bit more time right now to get into the practice, and this will help us stop. So the stopping isn't slamming on the brakes, it's more gliding to a halt. Right, feet on the floor, finding a posture, sensing the body, closing our eyes if this feels okay. Letting the hands rest easily. If you're sitting upright, as I am, then let the body rest down. And just sensing what's there. Stopping has the element of letting go. And it also has the element of arriving. Let's focus on the arriving part to start with. Arriving in the body. Often our thoughts are what take our attention. And our thoughts tend to be a little abstract, discursive. They're separating us from our immediate sensory experience. So bringing our attention right into the senses, just feeling the body, feeling its contact with the support beneath it. noticing whatever is present in the body. It might not be all pleasant. Just allowing ourselves to experience that. The sense that this experience of being aware of the body, aware of ourselves, in the present moment, this is our true home. And the breath is our ally in this process. It can keep us stable, it can give us a bit of a focus. So let's take a slightly deeper breath. And really feeling the breath, sensing the breath. And the breath goes on a kind of a journey. It flows all the way in, all the way out. And we'll stay in touch with the breath through this practice by noticing how it actually feels. Now, this won't be the only thing that happens in our experience, but this is the thing that can lead us back to the sense of stopping, of space, of resting. So this is arriving. And as we breathe in, having that sense of arriving, feeling present. As we breathe out, can start to have a sense of letting go. So we've probably noticed that thoughts have come in, even as we've been sitting here, or perhaps the tug to start thinking. And of course there's a tug, because in the course of the day, our minds become involved in all sorts of things, are stimulated by all those things. And there are feelings, emotions connected to them. So those emotions are tugging at us, pulling us back towards these thoughts. And can we feel that tug? Can we sense it somewhere in the body? Maybe we feel it in the chest or in the tummy, in the belly. So feeling that tug and bringing awareness to it. Just opening to that feeling of tightness that says, I've got to think, I've got to keep thinking about these things. I've got to work this out or that out. It's feeling that tightness and just breathing in as we breathe out, letting go. Letting go of any tension that's to do with keeping on thinking, keeping ourselves busy. So arriving, letting go. And is there a space or a sense of openness that comes with letting go? A sense of resting, as if we've been running around all day or all week, and we just notice running around all the time is really tiring. It's okay to let that stuff go. We don't need to be engaged with any of it to be okay. We can be okay, happy, at peace in this moment. Contains all that we need right now. We can stop. Another deep breath. Let it all go. Let it all go. Breathing, resting, settling. Giving ourselves a break. From activity, from thought. Breath flowing in, breath flowing out. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nowhere else to be. So we're going to start making a transition. Moving out of this period of rest and pause. And let's make that transition gradual and gentle so that we can maintain some of the benefits, maintain that sense of quietness. Gently moving the fingers, the toes, maybe the shoulders. Your body will be telling you how it wants to move. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Lovely. So thank you so much for participating. We have some questions, and I'll just go through these questions in the time we have now. How often should I take out for myself during a day? How will I know if it's enough? So that's two questions, isn't it? And what we often recommend when I teach mindfulness courses, what I recommend is little breaks through the day. We do something called a 3-minute breathing space. Actually, we call it a 3-stage breathing space. It usually takes 3 minutes. And it's lovely to just bring something like that into the day. There's also those little moments and noticing how technology has been designed to fill those moments. Yeah. So take a break, take a pause rather than looking at your phone, if that's possible. It's not always that easy. And how will I know if it's enough? That's the exploration, isn't it? Just becoming aware of our states of mind and exploring them, just getting a sense for ourselves of what is enough. Does walking the dog count? I feel like for the most part, that's my time. I feel the same. I love walking my dog, and it does count. Now, there's walking the dog and listening to all sorts of stuff. There's walking the dog and thinking about all the things you have to do in the day. And there's just walking the dog. So if walking the dog is your practice, then make it a practice of mindfulness, just being present, just being aware right now. I like to think about formal meditation practice and more informal mindfulness practice. So those times like walking the dog, they will gain richness and depth if you also have a time when you're doing a practice like this for as long as you can manage. And then you can be in touch with that when you're out with the dog or something like that. I love that. I love that time with me and the dog and the trees and the sky. And it doesn't matter if it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's raining. I love that space. I'm going to finish with some words by the Vietnamese Zen Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, very famous, very well-known teacher. And he died this weekend, aged 95. So Thich Nhat Hanh says, peace can exist only in the present moment. It's ridiculous to say, wait until I finish this, then I will be free to live in peace. What is this? A diploma? A job? A house? The payment of a debt? If you think that way, peace will never come. There is always another this that will follow the present one. If you're not living in peace at this moment, you will never be able to. If you truly want to be at peace, you must be at peace right now. Otherwise, there is only the hope of peace someday. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing this time. Please continue to explore your meditation practice with us. You can check out our daily live meditations at round.glass or on our app. Have a great day and remember to take a break.